Okay, sweet. So you log into your account. At this point, you've set up Sierra Chart, you've set up your Topstep API key, and you've authorized access. You can now select an account. Your accounts are preloaded based off your API key. And at this point, anything you do on Sim1 is now going to be reflected to the Topstep X account of your choosing. For the purpose of demonstration, we are routing everything right directly to the practice account. Now you see over there, I just canceled a trade after placing it in. So your bracket orders aren't actually placed until you are effectively in a trade. This is because Project X, like their bracket orders aren't really as good as Sierra, so I decided to maintain an order book and track them ourselves. Okay, so here we are entering in a short again. See that the position sizing is basically 1-to-1, as well as the bracket orders, stop loss, everything is mimicking Sierra 1-to-1. And here we're going to get a fill. You see we get a fill on both ends, and then I cancel one of the contracts to let it run. And if you notice too, in my Sierra chart brackets, I have it set to auto break even my stop loss after a certain trigger offset. So that's what occurred over here. And now I can actually trail this trade to its conclusion. As well as canceling all, this more or less covers all of your short keys as well. So if you have a short key to flatten, if you have a short key to break even, which I do, any short key presses that you make on Sierra chart will also be reflected immediately into Topstep X. Sweet. So we got a fill over there. Nice little chunk of change. With SierraStep, you're also able to reverse positions. Again, one of the benefits of building our own order book out that maintains state between both Sierra Chart and Topstep is that we can afford more complex order types. A lot of them, a lot of different platforms don't really allow for market orders. You're more than welcome to do market orders with us for actually entering into an order, not just stopping out. You have stop orders, limit orders, and of course the brackets that you saw. Entering another trade over here to the short side. See how this goes. No fill just yet, and that's no fill on both Topstep and Sierra. So we'll see if we actually get one. Nice. So the actual data feeds that these run off of, Sierra chart runs off of Denali. That's what's required for SierraStep to work. The reason for that is the different contract naming conventions that Denali has. But more or less, both Sierra chart and Topstep, they're both pulling information from the same market, right? So it's not going to be too um, different. And you see over here, even on the 5 second, the fills, the entries, the prices, everything is fairly reliable. That being said, you should have your Topstep X platform open and you should be ready to flatten. The reason being is that they operate on different data feeds. Yeah, it's the same market, but Denali data feed versus, I believe, CQG with Project X means that sometimes you're going to get a fill on Project X, but you didn't get that fill on Topstep X, or sorry, on Sierra chart, if that makes sense. So if you ever see on Topstep that your contract's completely closed out, but on Sierra chart it's still open, that's why. Again, rather have it that way than the other way around and have a resting order on Topstep that you would otherwise not want. But just keep that in mind. We are entering another short. See how this one goes. And again, all the trailing, all the bracket order cancellations and whatnot, that's all you are basically trading Sierra chart normally and having it reflected directly into Project X. Yeah, so that's more or less the platform in a nutshell for SierraStep by Retail Alpha. One more thing I just want to show you guys real quick is that if you actually go into your um, software while this is taking place, you'll find that all of the orders, everything routed from Sierra Chart is also shown to you more or less as a log. It comes with a timestamp as well. So this is, I guess, another way of verifying that everything's working properly. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you find this as useful as I did for trading props with Sierra Chart.